Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a distinguished welcome by the Learners Academy, where we constantly champion the pursuit of excellence and concept-based learning and delivering elite training in ESL. From this evening onwards, we are going to open the doors to our highly anticipated human library session. The library, which started in Copenhagen, Denmark in 2000, wherein you can borrow books instead of human beings. We delve into the life chapters of extraordinary individuals who have carved their lives with perseverance, excellence and dedication. On behalf of the Learners Academy, I, SHARAFAT, am absolutely delighted to welcome the chief guest of extraordinary caliber and intellectual distinction to our podium, serving as the featured human book of our today's session. We are proudly presenting Honorable DSP Younus Raza, who is an excellent officer of Balochistan Police, pride of Balochistan Police, and an exorbitant asset of the city. DSP Younus Raza has recently crowned first position in junior command course with flying colors, is standing with excellence, is standing first in academics, first in drill and first in fire as well. It is an amazing and tremendous achievement for Younus Raza, topping a course as rigorous, demanding and highly competitive as junior command course is a testament to sharp intellect, distinguished features, firm determination and overall perseverance. The overall achievements of DSP Younus Raza is not just for the police department, it is laurels for the whole city. Today, we are going to delve into the life and experiences of our esteemed guest, DSP Younus Raza. We will explore his life experiences, his journey throughout the session. A warm and cordial welcome, Younus Raza Changezi.
Thank you very much for inviting me in this very special program. I was born in Quetta and I grew up in Quetta. Of course, I'm from Hazara community. I started my educational career from one of the government primary school. Then I did my secondary education from Yazdan Khan Model High School. And later on, I went for a private examination to get my bachelor and master's. I'm master's in political science. My father died when I was just a baby at the breast. And of course, responsibility shifted on the shoulder of my mother. And on that time, my mother had 9 kids. We were all young, so she struggled a lot. And later on, one of my brothers, he got job in education department. Later on, he retired as a principal. And my second elder brother, he was also a teacher, secondary school teacher, and he was also retired after completing his mature age. So from my family, from my mother, from my elder brothers, from my sister, I learned a lot, especially to be kind, to be honest with yourself, with the community, with the people, and to be caring for the people, to be honest, to be motivated and to have confidence and to get good education. And coming in police department was my own choice because I did not want to go to an office where the officers are frozen, just sitting behind the table and working every day on the same thing. I wanted to have some adventurer, a job that gives me opportunity to interact with many people. So that's why I liked police department and I joined. Of course, this not happened at once. It took a lot of time, and I'm having my 35 to 36 years experience in police department. I joined the police department as ASI, which is Assistant Sub Inspector. Then gradually I went to the courses, in-service courses, which must have been qualified. We should be qualified and we should go through the trainings that will capable us to be on a higher post. So I have just completed another junior command course. Now I'm inshallah going to be promoted to the next rank as a superintendent of police. So it takes time, but I'm ready for that.
It is a very interesting journey, sir, that apart from your 2 brothers that they have joined education department, what was the main driving force for you that you joined police department over other career and profession that you have preferred, sir?
Well, as you know that when we are a student of intermediate or a student of or we are in university student, so on that time we start thinking where to go. So being in an office where the officer is frozen, and just attached with a table. So I did not like that job. I wanted to be a different than my brothers, and I wanted to be in a department which is more active and more adventurous. That's why I joined police, to see the community, to see the people more widely.
Sir, every successful person in society, in his life, he faces hardships and difficulties and tough times. What was the main challenging time and period for you that you encountered before being DSP, sir?
Well, becoming a DSP is not that easy job. So we have a lot of courses, a lot of in-service courses, promotional based courses. Without that, we cannot be promoted to another rank. Even our constable cannot be promoted at head constable until or unless they get through 6 months lower course, and they have to pass that course. They have to qualify that course. Then they become a head constable. Like when head constable want to be a ASI, to be an officer rank, and he has to go through a course. And then for the DSP, we have qualified 4 courses: probational courses, then upper courses, then advanced course, then junior command course. So it's challenging for us. Without education or without these courses, we cannot be promoted.
Sir, what was the first position that you joined in police department? What was your first position?
Well, I joined police department as assistant sub-inspector. That was 1990. When I was just 18 years old, I joined this department.
Can you share one of your moments from your life, from your career, that where your honesty and integrity was tested?
There are a lot of times that I was tested. I would like to quote one experience. As we know that the laborers which are working, which are employed in any sector or any factory. I remember when I was posted in Hub, a laborer passed away in a factory. Nobody knows that whether the cause of death was natural or that accidental. The family of deceased went to the court to claim compensation on the factory owner. Then the court assigned an inquiry. He assigned me to conduct an inquiry. Then I started conducting inquiry, and I visited the place of incident. Then I recorded the statement of the witnesses and also got the medical report. Hence, the result was that the man passed away because of natural death. During this process of inquiry, I felt that the deceased family trying to approach to me, and they offered me, if I gave them a favor, they would give me the half of the compensation if they from the factory owner, and that would be around 1 million rupees, the half of 1 peso.
Those days?
Total amount was 20 lakhs, that was 1 million. So I refused it. I said, no way. I submitted my case to the court, and the court was satisfied with that, and they filed the case. And the company owner and the company manager, they were also very grateful to police department, to us.
Okay, sir. You have, mashallah, very interesting life experiences. Can you please distinguish and highlight some of the features of extraordinary police officer with the one who are just ordinary police officers?
We know that there are always ordinary and special officers in every department, not only in the police department, but in every department. Yes, there's quite difference between both of them. An ordinary officer, in my opinion, intends to just work in an office and get salary and go back home. While an active officer, a good officer, rely on his confidence. He is always committed and motivated, and as well as he is curious to learn new things from anyone. So he goes for training, he gets knowledge from anywhere, and he tries to get more knowledge. Like as we see that sometimes new laws are introduced in our country, so the ordinary officer do not care to read their laws. But once you have good knowledge and you have good grip on your job description, then you do better job. And then you get good confidence, and once you are confident, you can accept any challenges which is either given by the department side or which is coming from the society side. You can manage and you can face that challenge very in professional way.
Many young people seek success overnight. What is your message and advice to those who underestimate the value of patience and perseverance?
Well, do you know how the gamblers earn money? And they want to get the overnight success. And it's same with some of the youth. They want to use the shortcut. That kind of shortcut method keep being lazy. The people, especially the youth who want to use the shortcut way or to get overnight success, they are actually living in a full paradise. And it's like you are living in a house without foundation. So that house can collapse anytime. And so they can be under the debris anytime. They think that this shortcut may lead them towards being rich people, but actually they are destroying their lives.
Okay. Inshallah, you are going to be a new SP officer of the police department. What would you see your position after 5 years or 10 years, sir?
Well, now I'm 54 plus now, and after 6 years I will be retired. So in this 6 years, I hope that within a year or two, I will be promoted to the next rank as superintendent of police. And while being an SP, I will be commanding district, or I will be commanding a force which are responsible for the law and order and security situation in Balochistan especially.
Is there any incident or memorable incident in your life that has changed your life?
There are a couple of incidents. I would like to share one experience. One of my colleagues was assassinated in Quetta. It was almost 15 years back. Of course, martyrdom is a blessing, but being a police officer, we should take care of ourselves, and we should be vigilant while moving around, especially when the situation is unpredictable. My colleague was assassinated. He was going to office and with driver and 2 gunmen. And the car, you know, if 5 people are sitting in a 3-door Suzuki Potohar Jeep, so how could you save yourself? So from that incident, I learned that we should not travel together in one vehicle. If you are inside the vehicle, so our gunmen should be protecting us from the backside. So from that time, I prefer to use a pickup which has an open net and for my gunman to sit and protect himself and myself as well. So that was an experience for me, and I always advise my subordinate and my colleagues as well to use that kind of vehicle to be protected from any attacks.
In the light of ongoing law and order situation in the city, that you have recently mentioned one of them, have ever your family members, your mother, your parents or your elder brothers have told you or advised you to quit your job because of the threat?
Of course, who wants to be in a situation where you are targeted very easily? Being a police officer, we are highlighted. Once we are in uniform, we are looked different than others. Nowadays, you know the situation in Balochistan, so it's really unpredictable, and anything happens. Some of my family members and some of my friends advised me to quit and get a retirement and be calm and get aside from this kind of. But I would say that's not a life. I had opportunity to get asylum to another country. I have been in post-war countries like Bosnia, Liberia, Sudan, where we work for the peace under the umbrella of United Nations peacekeeping missions. But for me, I'm not just thinking about myself. I think about my family, about my brother, sister, about my community, about my nation. If I go there, what would happen with my community, with my nation? So if they die, I will die.
Social media has a very driving role on the mindset of today's youth. According to you, sir, what is the role of social media for our youth? Does it have any positive side or negative side for them? Then how should they utilize social platforms?
Okay, you are using social media right now, right?
Exactly, it is.
So this program is being aired through the social media. So this is the advantage. If we get education, if we get skills from social media, that are the advantage and good things which our youth should take from. But if we go again for the overnight success, for the shortcut, for earning money illegally, then social media can be a very dangerous thing. So everything has advantages and disadvantages. So it's up to us. I would advise the youth to take advantage of social media. They can even find a job in social media. They can get quality education through the social media. They can even earn good money from the social media while having online business through the social media.
Have you ever experienced failure or disappointment in your life that later became a turning point of your life?
I would like to share an experience when I was in class 8. I failed in midterm examination, and then one of my sisters called me and she asked me the reason, and I said that I could not remember the answer of the questions. and she said that you should know the concept of the lesson, not just to read the paper and remember the lines. This is not the way how to get education. So from that time I quit cramming and I started to know and to follow the concept of the question, the answer. So up to now I am following that instruction which I was given by my sister when I was a student of 8th class.
I don't know whether it is right or wrong, like many other police officers during their courses, sometimes they feel disappointed and they want to quit their jobs. Maybe it is because of the department or because of any threat or something else. Apart from the threat or any danger, have you ever experienced some sort of the feeling during your job that you should think that now I'm going to quit? I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to change my career or profession.
Yeah, it happened so many times. Because sometimes when you do not have a rest time for you do not have a good time to spend with your family, and when you are just focusing your everything with the department. Like many of the people want to be in a comfort zone, but I thought, no, that's not my job. I want to be serving my nation through this department with zeal and enthusiasm.
That's very nice. How do you define success? To you, is it position, wealth, or something deeper?
Well, in my opinion, wealth, position or power are not success. That these things could be the result of success, but success itself is when you feel that you are doing something good. It's a process. If I am learning new things every day on daily basis, that's my success. If you are satisfied with what you are doing, that's your success. If your colleagues, your officers, your seniors, your juniors are happy with the way you are working, that's your success. If my family members are satisfied with what I am doing for them, that's my success. So that's not just to get a good position or be wealthy or be in a power. I would say that that's not success.
What is your advice for the youngsters and students who feel discouraged because of financial, social, or any other problems they face their life?
As far as I'm concerned, I have seen many people who were financially very weak and they are now in very good positions right now because of their struggle, their commitment and their patience. Majority of people have these financial problems, but that doesn't mean that we stop our struggle. That doesn't mean just quit everything and just sit down. We have seen that many of the people who were very poor, who had financial problems, and they were committed, they were motivated, and they came forward, and now they are very in good positions. And whether they are in a business field, where they are serving in government departments or elsewhere. So that's just an excuse for a person that he cannot get education or he cannot work without money. Let's take the example of a baby who just tried to walk and he fell down, and then again he tried to walk, then fell down, then again he want to, finally he gets succeeded, and they just keep going on. I would suggest the youth to get consulted with the teachers, with the mentors, with the family members, with the friends who are already educated to find a good way for their success. Just sitting in a corner cannot lead them towards the success. So they can go and struggle, and at least they should take some classes, and the people who are educated, they should take care of them and give them an opportunity and help them to take them forward. God help those who help themselves.
Exactly, sir. From your life, sir, who was your role model? Whether it is before joining your department or within your service, who is your role model, and how you want the young generation that they should make their own role model?
For me, my mother was my role model. She was not only my mother, but she was also my father, because she was alone. You know, it's not easy job to take care of 9 children at a time while all of them are very young. So she struggled a lot. She motivated me. She always said that face the problems and try to solve them by yourself. So she used to be my role model.
If you had the opportunity to reform one of the problems of today's youth, what that would be?
I would advise the youth not to waste their time by using the social media wandering on the roads and hanging around with different people. They should seek for a job. They should go to get training of some skills. They should get admission in some sort of computer classes, English language classes. They should keep themselves busy instead to waste the time, because once the time is gone, it never comes back.
Are the today's youngsters responsible themselves, or they are totally relying and depending on their parents?
Well, most of youth of this era are depending on their parents. That is also alarming. I would say that parents are more responsible. Nowadays, some of the parents do not know what their children are doing, where they are going, who are their friends, and what are they using. Some of children, they brought some good bikes at home, good mobile phones, but parents do not bother to ask, where did you get this from? They should be monitored. There should be check and balance from parents' side. But also, I would say that youths are not the old era's youth. They are the new generation. They know age and everything. But the problem is that they get the negative thing faster than the positive thing.
Okay, would you like to influence your own children that they should adopt their career or future, or you will let them decide their own future?
I would like to quote a saying of Imam Ali alayhi salam. He says that the ages of children should be divided in 3 categories. One is from birth to 7 years, and one is from 7 years to 14 years, and one is from 14 years to 21 years. The first 7 years is you are the slave and your kid is your king. Whatever he says or she says, you have to accept. And the second 7 years, you are the king and your children are the slaves. Now it's time to direct them. Do this, now to do this. Yes. And the third one is very important. They should be your advisors. They're your ministers. Of course, the last decision is on you, but you have to bring them close to you and ask them whether it's a collective issue or it's a personal issue. Bring them together and ask them whether we should do this or not. If you are building a house, bring them together and ask how should be the house. Even if you want to buy a car, still ask them whether that car is good or not. Once you ask, they could give very good advice, and at once their confidence is built, and they said that now we are valuable for our parents, and once they are valuable for their parents, they are valuable for the society, and they are confident now. After 21 years, let them go anywhere. There won't be any obstacles for them. They will be smarter than the ones who are restricted. So I would like to advise the parents to exercise this kind of a strategy.
To the extent of my knowledge, as I know that the police department, especially the rank that you are working in right now, it is having a very busy schedule. So how do you manage time with your family members? How much time do you spend with your children and their family members?
I get really happy when someone asks me this question. Of course, we are born to our duty on 24 hours basis. Although this is nature of our job, that we cannot spend much of our time with our families, but still our department gave us a day in a week to spend a few time with our families and friends, which is not that enough, but we have to manage that time.
Okay, sir, your life partner, your children, do they have any complaint about your duty that you are not giving us time? Most of the time you are on duty and you are not coming home.
Well, they have been habitual right now, because I was a police officer before I was married. My family is now habitual to my schedule. Although they want me to be with them most of the time, but it's not possible. Not possible for every police officer. So we have to manage them. We have to give them time as well. And most of the time we are on duty. So our job description is to serve the entire community for the entire country, not for family only.
I don't know, sir, whether it will be comfortable or not if I ask you, will you let your child join police department or not?
It's up to them. Yeah, if they like, they can join. I cannot stop them because that's their life. They have to decide where to go.
Sir, one last question from you. There are 2 categories for the today's youngsters. Should they join school life or should they go for work?
Well, this is a very tough question for me. It's not easy. But I would not put one on over the other one because schooling is very essential. Getting education is very much for both boys and girls. And working, sometimes we need to work because there are some families who cannot afford their children to get a quality education. If a youth get education in the morning and get a part-time job somewhere, so that's not bad. they should also do jobs, and if there is any skill program, they should participate on that so that they get good skills beside the education. If you have a good skill, then that will be very nice for them.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. It was a great honor and pleasure for us to be here with us, right? It is a great honor. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks.